can. It's now my pleasure to welcome Warren Shear and Demery Woolway, oh yeah, to the stage to give this year's award from the Consortium of Higher Education LGBT Resource Professionals, who I believe are in the house. These are the folks who run LGBTQ resources on campuses all over the country. The consortium was founded here at Creating Change and brings lots of students to the conference each year, for which we are very grateful. Please welcome Warren and Demery.
Hey y'all. My name is Warren Shear of the Inclusive Excellence Center of the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and a co-chair, thank you, I expect more later, and a co-chair for the Consortium of Higher Education LGBT Resource Professionals.
And I'm Demery Woolway, Director of LGBTQ Life at Johns Hopkins University and co-chair with Warren. Together, we serve a vibrant worldwide network of over 500 student affairs professionals, working to make colleges and universities safer places to learn and grow.
Tonight, we are honored to present the Consortium of Higher Education LGBT Resource Professionals Award for Intersectionality to Shiva Subbaraman. Shiva is the founding director of the LGBTQ Resource Center at Georgetown University. And before that, she had a rich career working at the University of Maryland College Park and as an educator in Iowa, Illinois, and India.
This award is designed to help us think about intersections, how to embrace the spheres at which all of ourselves live, how to chart the terrain of ourselves. Many of our nominators noted how Shiva's identities themselves are an exemplar of intersectionality. She is a queer Hindu woman born in India, living and working in the United States. Yet Shiva's commitment to intersectional work goes beyond her own identity to include knowledge, practice, and experience.
And from this perspective, Shiva's work reads like a world atlas of intersections. Cross-disciplinary in her approach, her work as an educator has been showcased in national journals, even as she takes on increasingly challenging professional roles.
She demonstrates an intersectional approach as she negotiates being a religious outsider on one of the most visible Catholic college campuses in the US, in an arena dominated by racial and gender normativity. She combines the talk of interdisciplinary academic theory with the action of social justice. She emphasizes the needs of historically underrepresented groups while educating the majority, all the while insisting that the conversations within our own communities continue.
She moves seamlessly between being a fierce defender of individual students to taking on the DC City Council and even the White House. She balances the pragmatic work of fundraising and running an office with the ideological and theoretical framework of developing students.
Her professional work is full of these junctures, contradictions, and intersections. She balances them in a way I find inspiring. We're lucky to have her as an advocate within our profession.
Shiva reminds us we must dwell in possibility and advises us to challenge ourselves and not be bound by the labels that seek to corral us into lagoons of solitary identity. Siblings in the struggle, please join us in celebrating a champion of intersectionality, Shiva Subbaraman.
I have to say thank you to the task force, for inviting me back again. Most sensible folk avoid being at intersections, except us queer folk. I'm not sure where to begin All I know is that I wouldn't be here without the sustained faith of my colleagues and my family. I'm a very late and very slow bloomer. So a very special shout out to the Consortium of LGBT professionals in higher ed. And a very special shout out to my inspiring Georgetown students who keep me rooted and uprooted all at the same time. This award is not imaginable without the larger context for conversation that the Consortium makes possible. And this is truly the work that all of us do daily in all of our lives. And creating change has always been home. Not always an easy or safe home, but always a space to grow, to flourish, and to connect. Kush, queer, Nangai, transgender, lesbian, bisexual, and gay people, we are not singular, single, alone, disconnected islands of people. We are part of every race, ethnicity, religion, class, status, nationality, ability, occupation, and gender currently known and yet to be invented. We are part of families, and we are families. We have, and we are, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, siblings, grandparents, neighbors, cousins, friends, and ancestors. We are part of the fabric of this world. So if we are counted with all of our families and friends, we are not 5%, 7%, or 10% of this world. We are more, and we need to be counted differently. Long years ago, US feminism gave us the dictum, the personal is the political. Surely, we didn't walk this long way to come to the door ajar, only to be told that for some of us, the political is merely the personal. So I want to use this moment to call out to ourselves, to hold ourselves accountable to each other and for each other, because we are the community we seek to build and to find. We have to be that which we want to find. And that is why I think our places of coming out need to be spaces of coming together of all of who we are and who we can be. But there also need to be places where we can grow into becoming all of who we are not, and being all that we can imagine ourselves to be. And creating such spaces is about making our universe large so that such competing and conflicting binaries can come together as shimmering, shining possibilities, each moment making possible the next. Thank you again.